In this video we're going to look at finding the perimeter and the area of just regular regular shapes like rectangles or triangles. Okay, I'm going to start off with perimeter. Okay. Perimeter is basically the length of all the sides of a shape, okay? All the outsides added together of a shape. So it's basically this plus this plus this plus this. And that's very easy to do. Just to do this question here, this side is 2 centimeters. We have another 2 centimeters over on this side. Plus we have 3 here, and that's 3 also up there. So that will equal 10 centimeters. So the length of all the sides is 10 centimeters. Okay, and that's the perimeter. If I was to look at area then, right, we measure area in centimeters squared, meters squared, things like that. I'm going to draw a centimeter squared. Centimeter squared is roughly that. It's 1 centimeter length, 1 centimeter width. Now for me to find out the area of this, what area is how much stuff can fit flat on this surface. So, well, if I drew centimeter squares on this, sorry, go again. Okay. They're a little bit bigger, right? But let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If my drawing was a bit better, there'd be 6 centimeter squares there. So I would say the area of this is 6 centimeters squared. Okay, so basically I'm looking at how many of these fit flat onto this. Okay, 6 of them. But there's an easier way to do it than to draw all these centimeter squares on it, and we would have did a class on this in first year. All we do is multiply the length by the height, or the length by the width. Okay, so here's our formula. The area of a rectangle or a square is length by width. So area equals length 2 multiplied by 3, which equals 6, and our answer is in centimeters squared. Okay. If we look at triangles then, let's look at this triangle here. If I was to try and do it like I did the last one, putting in our centimeters squared, it'd be grand until I got to here, and then I'd have bits of centimeters squared. I'd only have a half, because look, half of that goes over, half of that goes over, half of this goes over. Okay, so it's a bit messy. So what we do is we use our knowledge of triangles and rectangles. I noticed this triangle, if I put a straight line up here and then a line straight across, well, now I have a rectangle. And we know how to find the area of a rectangle, isn't it? It's base by height, so it's 6 by 5. Okay? Length by width, another way of saying it. Okay? So the area equals that, which equals 30. But look, we're not looking for the full square, or the full rectangle. We're looking for half of that. So if I half my answer, I get 15. Here is our formula for it. The area of a triangle is half the base by the perpendicular height. So the base is here, the bottom, and the perpendicular height is always the height straight up from the bottom that makes a 90-degree angle with the base. So in this case, the 6, we don't use it at all because that's the slant height. So to get the area of the first triangle then, using this formula, area equals half the base, which is 7, multiplied by the perpendicular height, which is 4. 4 by 7 is 28, and half of that is 14 centimeters squared. Okay? The last thing then, getting the length when given the area. So let's say I want to find out x, that length. This time I'm given the area. Very easy. Write out our formula. Area equals length multiplied by width. Right. We know the area, so we slot it in. So 8 equals, well, the length we don't know, it's x, multiplied by the width, which is 2. And just using a bit of algebra now, I want to get x on its own, so I'll divide this side by 2, because the 2 is multiplying the x. So x multiplied by 2 divided by 2 is just x. And this side then, divide that by 2, and we get 4. So x is 4. Here we go, x 4. Likewise here, I want to find x. So area equals half the base multiplied by the perpendicular height. Let's fill in what we know. We know the area, it's 12. We know half. We don't know the base. We know the perpendicular height, it's 3. Okay. I want to find x on its own. So I'll divide this side by a half first, and I'll have x multiplied by 3 left over. I need to divide this by a half, and I get 24. I need to divide this side by 3, and I'll just be left with the x, and then divide 24 by 3, and I'll be left with 8. Okay, so x is 8. Now, again, my sketch, that doesn't really look like 8, but it is. Okay, that's it, guys. Hope that helped. Okay, thanks.